Hello, my lovelies. Today's the 22nd of July, and here we have Miss Lyra, who would like to share a message for you with regards to the full moon we had just yesterday in the sign of Capricorn, and also other news events that have just recently popped into our consciousness. So we have the cards, they've been shuffled. We'll cut them into three. And we see what energies would like to show up for us. So we ask the universe for some insights and information, and with Miss Lyra's feline input, we'll see what we shall see. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope you're doing all right. I was going to do this yesterday, but felt walloped by the full moon and the Schumann resonance. So my get up and go completely got up and went. So forgive me if we're a day late with this little reading. So we have the Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands, King of Wands. Oh, lots of fiery energy. Look at that. Well, we have just stepped over the threshold into the Leo season today, so that makes a little bit of sense. 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Queen of Wands. So, lots of fiery energy and a couple of swords. So there are many things around us at the moment coming at us from lots of different directions, and it's very fast and it's very furious, and it can be a bit discombobulating. Where do you focus? What do you put your attention on? Are you getting caught up in the drama of it all? He said this, she said that. This is real, this isn't real. So this first line is mainly about being careful where we place our energies and our focus, because Leo energy is very dramatic. It's fiery. It's look at me, look at me, look at me. It's the movies. It's drama. It's the play. Everything in a heightened state of action. So there's nothing quiet about this energy at all. And in a way, we need to detach from the drama. So yes, you can observe what's going on, but try not to be drawn into it or to be triggered, because people around you might want to talk about all this stuff that's going on, and you may be holding one opinion and they're holding another, and it could get into a great clash of things, which really is just is a feeding frenzy, which may wipe you out, because you're giving so much attention to something that really is just a bit of a play acting. So, Ace of Wands. So this is Jupiter or Zeus. Aces always new beginnings. So as I said, we just stepped into Leo energy. We've just had a full moon in Capricorn. So full moons are culminations and endings. So this denotes a brand new beginning with things. In these cards, this is could be the media, it's the movies, it is all of the razzmatazz of blowing things up out of all proportion. So, and also with the golden fleece over his shoulder, this can be to do with things coming back to life that you thought were dead, or people coming back to life that you thought were dead, or situations being resurrected. So that's going to be very interesting, and it's a big hoo-ha could be made about that. So it's not a quiet thing. And there's been quite a bit recently about the Mandela effect of who one load of people thought people had passed away, and another load of people thought, well, no, they're still around. So um, uh, shifting of perspectives and timelines, which is um, a popular thing going on around us at the moment, whether you tend to buy into that or not, as the case may be. So, Four of Wands. Fours are usually about stability and how we keep ourselves grounded and not go off on a tangent. In these cards, this is Jason of Jason and the Argonauts, who went off to find the Golden Fleece. So this is readying us for a new adventure. Are we ready? Have we got the stores and the stocks and the tools that we need for this adventure? Or are we just going off on a tangent, on a bit of a whim, like in a little canoe with no life belt? So it's being prepared for something that can have great highs and great lows, and but it is an adventure. So you can choose to stay firmly planted on dry land, or you can choose to say, right, it's about time. Let's go and seek something that is what you may have thought of in the past as unattainable, but now is actually coming into vision. In the past, we have the King of Wands. So something has been put into the works, maybe quite a while back, and has been sitting and being shown a stage, and somebody in the wings waiting to come on, but they've had to wait for the scenery to be changed. So the curtains have been closed so that the people working behind the scenes can demolish an old set and erect a new one, ready for this person to come centre stage. You may have an inkling of who this is. They are quite a fiery character, possibly with fair hair and a stubbornness about them, who is chomping at the bit to get things changed, to get things done. But they've had to bide their time and bide their time and bide their time. However, it's the time is upon us. So, Two of Cups. This is an interesting correlation with the story of Perseus and Medusa, which has been in the alternative media recently. This is actually Psyche and Eros, but it is reminiscent of the story of Medusa, Andromeda, who was rescued by Perseus from a sea monster. And the story of Perseus later on, as he is sent to go and take the head of Medusa. So the energies around at present, and you may have heard of the dwarf planet Algol, which was hit in conjunction with the full moon yesterday, about people losing their heads, and either metaphorically or physically speaking. So there are stories within stories within stories about people coming to rescue others, people who have felt that they were victims, but that part of themselves that comes to rescue themselves rather than an external help coming their way. I'm not quite sure what I mean there, but we'll pick that up in part 2, so I'll see you in a minute.